Welcome to my channel for comprehensive tutorials on fundamental principles to complex problems. I'll cover it all. Feel free to share, subscribe for more contents. Thank you. Hello everyone. This is the second episode of chapter 5. Topic is 5.3 variations, and the earlier video is about direct variations, and this one is about inverse variations, which is opposite of direct variations. This is exercise 11. If you have a hard copy with you, as I always say, you can find this exercise on page 187. And in case if you need a PDF format of this book, definitely you can connect me on the given number. Now we will go directly to question number 1. It says it's exercise 11, and the first part says rewrite the statements connecting the variables using a constant of variation k. So the best way to write is y equals k over y. This is going to be your answer. S equals k over t square. This is going to be your answer. When it comes to the third part, it says t equals k over under root q is going to be your answer. M varies inversely as w. That means m varies inversely as w. So you will write in terms of k as m equals k over w. When it comes to the next question, z is inversely proportional to t square. That means when the sign of proportionality is removed, so you will write k over t square. Moving on to question number 2, it says b varies inversely as e. So definitely it's going to be b equals k over e. Now I will write this formula two times, first to solve the first part and then for the second one. B equals k over e, and in here when e need to be find out, so that means k over b. Now in here the value of b is to be found out, k value we need to know. In the question itself it says b equals 6 and k is unknown and e is 2, that means k is going to be equals to 12. So we will use k equals 12. So k value is 12 and e value is given as 12. So b equals 1. When it comes to the second part of the question, it says b is 6. That means k is 12 and b is 3. That means the value of e is going to be 4. This is your answer. When it comes to question number 3, it says to find out q varies inversely as r. That means q equals k over r, and the value of q is 5, k is unknown and r is 2, that means the value of k is 10. Formula will write for the first one, k equals k over r, and here I will write r equals k over q. So the value of k is 10 and the value of r is 4, that means q equals 2.5. When it comes to r, q is again k is 10 and q is 20, that means r is going to be 1 over 2. Now next question is question number 4. It says x is inversely proportional to 1 over y square. That means x is equals to 1 over k over y square. So this is the formula. We will use this as this one, and over here is going to be y square equals k over x. And how I'm doing this, it's already explained in the previous topic where I was explaining you how to make subject of the formula. So here subject of the formula is x, and xk is unknown here. We need to find out when it's given that value of x is 4. So k is 3 square. That means k is equals to 4 times 9. So the value of k is 36. Now we'll use the value of k, which is 36, and here y square equals k also 36. And in here, the first part, y is 1 square, that means x is equals to 36. When it comes to y square, 36 divided by value is 2 whole 1 over 4, that means 36 is divided by 9 over 4, divided by 9 over 4, or we can say 36 is multiplied by 4 over 9. That means y square equals 36 can be cancelled. 9 times 1 and 9 times 4 is 36. That means it is 16. So y is equals to 4 plus minus in terms of square. Now comes question number 5. It says r varies inversely as v square. That means r is equals to k over v square. First find out the value of k. R is 120 and k is unknown. V is 1. That means k equals 120. Now we know the formula. R equals k over v square, and here v square equals k over r. In here v is 10. That means r is 120 divided by 10 square, which is r equals 120 over 100. So it's going to be r will be equals to 1.2. In here, we need to find v square. K value is 120 and the value of r is 30. So this is cancelled. V square equals 4. So v is equals to plus minus 2. Now moving on to the next one. T is inversely proportional to x square. That means t is equals to k over x square. The value is given is t equals 36, k is unknown, and x square means 2 square. That means k will be equals to 36 times 4. So 36 times 4 means 144. So the value of k is 144. So the value of t is 144 divided by 3 square. So t 144 divided by 9 is going to give us 9 times 1 is a 9. It's 5. That means 9 times 6 is 56. That means 16. T is going to be 16. Now we need to find out the value of x. That means it's going to be x square equals k over t. X square equals the value of k is 144 divided by 1.44. That means x square equals 100. So x is equals to 10 plus minus. When it comes to question number 7, it says P is inversely proportional. P is inversely proportional to under root y. That means P is equals to k over under root y. P value of P is already given in the question. 1.2 equals k is unknown. Under root y is 100. That means k is equals to 1.2 times 10. That means k is equals to 120, 12. So the value of k is 12. We know the value of p equals k over under root y. And here I will write under root y equals k over p. Now the value of p is to be found out. K is 12 under root 4. That means p equals 12 divided by 2. The value of p is going to be 6. In here under root y equals k is a 12, p is 3. That means y equals 4. That means y is equals to 16. Squaring both the sides, so y is going to be 16. Moving on to question number 8. Uh, it says y varies inversely as z. So we will write like this, and y equals k over z. In the question itself, it says y is 1 over 8 and z value is 4. That means 4 equals 8k. That means k is equals to 1 over 2. Or you may write 0.5, both are fine. So now we know the formula of y equals k over z, and here z equals k over y. Now k is 0.5 divided by 1, so the value of y is going to be 0.5 or 1 over 2, both are fine. Now in here, when need to find z, so k is 0.5, 1 over 2 and divided by a 10. That means z equals 1 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 10. That means z equals 1 over 20, which is your final answer. Now moving on to the next question that you can find here. Question number 9. In here, given that z is inversely proportional, that means I can write z equals k over y, and the value is taken from here. Z equals 8, k is unknown, y is 2. That means k is equals to 16. So now we know the value of k. We need to find 2z. That means z equals k over y. I will write 2 times, and I will write 1y we need to know. So y equals k over z. So these 3 things we need to find out. So first we'll go for finding out z. So z equals k is 16 when y is 4. So it is going to be z equals 4. So we can definitely write a 4 here. Now we need to find again z, and k this time is 1 over 4 is divided by the value of k. First of all, k is 16 divided by the value of y, which is 1 over 4. That means z equals 16 multiplied by 4, which is going to give us a 64. So you write 64 here. When it comes to this one, it says y equals k value is 16 divided by z. Z is 1 over 4. Z is 16 divided by 16. So y is equals to 1. So you write 1 here. Now comes second question, which is 10. In here it says v varies inversely as t square. That means v equals k over t square. That means the value of v is 25. From the table I came to know, I'm finding out value of t, which is 2 square. That means k is equals to 25 times 4. So the value of k is 100. We need to find two v's. That means I will write v equals k over t one time. I will write once more v equals k over t square. And the third value we need to find out t square equals k over v. Now the value of v we need to find out. K given as 100. Here also same formula will be used. And this time t is 5. 5 square. That means v equals 100 divided by 25. So v is going to be equals to 4. Now the next one, value of t is 10. That means 10 square. That means v is equals to 1. So you write a 1 here. Now it needs to find t square. Value of k is 100. V is 1 over 4. That means divided by 1 over 4. That means t square is equals to 100 multiplied by 4. That means t square equals 400. So t is equals to 20, because 20 times 20 is a 400. Now comes question number 11. And here it says r equals k over under root x. Now we know very well we need to find out the value of r first. We need to find out the value of k first actually. So it is 12 over k is unknown, and under root x is 1. That means the value of k is 12. When the value of k is 12, we will find out two x's and one r. That means I will write 2 1 r. We need to find out r equals k over under root x, and then we need to find two x's. That means under root x equals k over r, and again I will write under root x equals k over r. So the first value, when which x is given already, k is 12, and the value of x is 4. That means under root 4. So that means r is going to be equals to 12 divided by 2, which is 6. So you can definitely write a 6 here. Now we'll find out the value of x. Value of x is equals to k is 12, and the radius is given as 3 over 4. That means I can write divided by 3 over 4. That means x will be equals to 12 times 4 over 3. That means 3 times 4 is a 12. Under root x is equals to 4 times 4, which is 16. Under root x is equals to 16. Squaring both the sides is going to give us x equals 256. So you can definitely write a 256 here. Now we need to find out under root x. K value is a 12 when the radius is 2. That means you will write a 2 here. Under root x equals 6. That means squaring both sides will cancel this. So x is equals to 36. You will write 36 here. Moving on to the next one. This can be tricky, so be very careful with this question. E varies inversely. That means k over y minus 2. Now in the question itself it says E is 12 and k over the value of y is 4. That means 4 minus 2. That means 12 equals k over 2. That means k is 24. Now we need to find out E, which is E equals k is 24. E value we need to find out, and y value is 6. minus 2. That means E equals 24 divided by 4 is going to give us E equals 6. When it comes to this one, this means we need to find out Y. That means E equals K over Y minus 2. That means Y minus 2 will go this side, and K over E. That means Y minus 2 equals K is a 24 divided by 1 over 2. That is going to give us a divided by 1 over 2. That means Y minus 2 equals 48. That means Y is equals to 48 plus 2, which is going to be 50. Then comes the next question, 13. M is inversely proportional. M is inversely proportional to the square of L. Square of L. That means M is equals to K over L square. This is going to be the formula. We'll find out the value of uh, K. M is 9 and K is unknown. L given is 2 square. That means K will be equals to 9 times 4, which is 36. And now we need to find out M equals K over L square. And here we need to find out L. So L square equals K over M. Now in here, value of K is 36 and L is 10, 10 square. That means M is equals to 36 over 100. That means M is equals to 0.36. This is going to be your answer. When it comes to L square, K is a 36, M is 1. That means L square equals 36. So L is equals to 6. In here it is given as Z equals, this is a tricky question, so be very careful. First of all, we need to find out how much is N equals to. So it says x to the power of N. We don't know what the power of N is. So we need to find out N first. So in here, the first part it says Z equals 100, K is unknown, X is 1, power N. That means K is equals to 100. Okay, so first we find out K, because in the question it says find K, N, and then copy and complete the table. That means now we know the value of K. Now we'll find out the value of N. N is how much. So that means we will use the second part of it. And in here it says 12 whole 1 over 2. That means it is 25.2. 25 over 2. And K is known, which is 100. And the value of X is 2. That means 2n. Something like this you have to write. Now in here, this means 2n times 25 equals 200. That means 2n is equals to 200 divided by 25. That means there are going to be 2n equals 8. That means you can write 2n equals 8 means 2 to the power of 3. That means when bases are same, exponents are same. So the value of n is 3. Now you know very well. Now you can make the formula. Formula says z equals k over x cube, because the value of n we have just found out. This is the formula. This will give you the value of z, and if you need to find out x, so it's going to be x cube equals k over z. So with the help of this, we will find out the value of z and x. Now z equals k is 100 already given, and now we are finding out z, so x is 4. That means 4 cube. So z is equals to 100. 4 cube is 64, and when it's divided by 64, it's going to give you 1.5625. So you may write 1.5625 here. When it comes to x cube equals z value is k value is 100, z value is given as 1 over 10. That means 100 is divided by 1 over 10. That means x cube equals 100 times 10, which is x cube equals 1000, and x cube can be written as 10 x cube. So when the exponents are same, bases are same, so the value of x is going to be 10. So you write a 10 here. Now we have reached to question number 15. It says given y equals k, k over n v. Now in here, first of all, we need to find out the value of k, which is, I'll be using the first value 1 and 12. It says y is 12 and k is unknown, and n of 1. That means k is equals to 12 times and 1. That means the value of k is 12. Now we'll find out the value of n, and how it's going to be. Like I'm using the same formula. Y equals k is 12 and n is going to be uh, v. Now I'm using the second value. Y equals 6 and it is 12, and the radical v is 4. Now I will exchange over here. This is going to be 12 divided by 6. So 4 here equals 2. Now always remember, when I am changing the radical, so it's going to be 4 is equals to 2. What is the radical? I should put it here to make it a 4. That means I'll be putting a 2 here. Get it? So now x is equals to 2. N equals to 2. Now the value, whatever we use in place of n, we'll be replacing with a 2. Same formula we'll use to find out the value of v when of y when v is 36. So y equals 12, which is the value of k, and in place of n, I'm going to write a 2 and v here. Now the next value is y 12, 2, and this is going to be 36. That means, now always remember, if you have a 2 here or if you don't have the 2, both are going to give you answer as 6. So always remember, this is the rule, always you must remember. Now y equals 12 divided by 6 is going to give you a 2. So the value of y is going to be 2 when v is 36. Now I'm using the same formula to find out the value of y. Value of v, that means y equals 12 over 2, and the value of v is unknown, and the value of y is 3 over 25, and then 12, 2, this is v. Now we know very well that 3 is going to be multiplied by 2 radical v equals 25 times 12. 25 is going to give us 12 times 25. So it is 12 times 25 is going to give us 300. So that means 3 radical v is equals to 300. That means 3 under root v equals 300 divided by 3 is going to give us the value as 100. Okay, to remove this, we'll be using the cubing both the sides is going to give us, this 3 is going to be cancelled with this. So v is going to be equals to 1. This is going to be your answer. Moving on to the next question. which is saying the volume of V of a given mass. V is inversely proportional to the pressure. That means 1 over P. That means V is equals to K over P. Now, when V is 2, that means V is 2, K, we need to find out pressure is 500. That means K is going to be equals to 1000. Always we'll be using K equals 100,000. Now in here, we need to find the volume. V equals K over P. We need to find out the volume. Pressure is 400. K is 1000 over 400 equals V. That means it's going to be 0, 0 cancel. And V equals 2.5. V should be equals to 2.5. And find the pressure. That means I will put P here and K over V. This topic of changing the subject I have already explained in the previous exercise. If you have any doubt, feel free to go and check on that video. Now K is 1000 divided by volume, which is 5. So P is going to be equals to 200 newtons per meter square. Now when it comes to question number 17, it's going to be question number 17 is over here. Now it says the number of hours n required to dig a certain hole inversely proportional to the number of men available. N is inversely proportional to m. That means n equals k over m. First we find out the value of k. Now it says the number of men digging is 6 and 4 hours. 4 hours, k and 6. That means k is equals to 24. Constant value is 24. This formula we'll use. They're saying find the time taken, number of hours they want to know, and the value of k is 24, and 8 pens are available. That means number of hours is going to be 3 hours is going to be your answer. Now, second part of the question says that you need to find out if it takes half hour to dig a hole, how many men are there. It is, that means time is going to be, we are using men, how many men are required, so k divided by m. That means k divided by n. Constant is 24 and it takes 0.5, and if I write the other way around, it's divided by 1 over 2. That means 24 times 2 is going to be 48 men will be required. Now comes question number 18, which is down below here. The life expectancy of L of red varies inversely square of density of poison given to them. That means L is directly proportional to the D and square of D. That means square of D you'll write like this. That means L is equals to K over D square. And when we find out density of poison is 1 gram, 50 days. That means 50 equals K over 1. Square means 1. So K is 50, you should know. Now the formula says L equals K over D square. And the first part they're asking how long will it survive. That means they want to find out L. K is 50. Density of poison is 5 grams. 5 grams means 5 square. That means L equals 50 divided by 25 is going to give you 2 hours. 2 days actually. 2 days. Second part of the question is asking about opposite. So it's D square equals K over L. That means D square equals K is how much? K is 50 and it is half gram. That means divided by 1 over 2. That means D square equals 50 divided by 2 and times 2. times 2. That means d square equals 100, and d square is going to be 200. So it's going to multiply by 2. So 100 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 200 days. Now comes the last question of this exercise. The force of attraction between two magnets, that means F is the inversely proportional to the square of the distance d. That means square of the distance d. In here, first we find out the value of k. This is going to be k, and 2 centimeter apart. That means F equals k d square. Uh, Distance 18 Newton is the distance, the force, and distance is d square means 4. So k is going to be equals to 18 times 4 is going to give us 72. Yes, 72. Now, how far apart they are if the attraction force is 2 Newton. That means this is going to be 2 and k is 72, and distance square. That means distance square equals 72 over 2. That means d square equals 36. So that means distance is equals to 6. This is your final answer. Wish you all the best and have a nice day. This is the end of this exercise, and just have a look from the beginning how we have done it. From the starting, what we have learned is how to write inverse proportions using k over y, and then we applied all these questions. Concept is clear, and if you have any doubt, feel free to ask me. And in case if you don't have a PDF format of this book, feel free to connect me on WhatsApp. I'll be sending you right away. Thank you very much once again. अभी दूसरा पार्ट हो गया इसका